everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga, and we're going to be looking at a top-down gauntlet style game called Crackdown, published by US Gold in 1990 and based on the arcade cabinet from SEGA in 1989. Also come out on a smattering of other systems, including the Amstrad CPC, the Atari ST, the Commodore 64 and the Spectrum, and maybe DOS as well. The story here is the beginning of the 21st century. A mad scientist called Mr. K, not sure what that stands for, maybe Mr. Kipling, who did cakes. Well, anyway, he has created an army of artificial soldiers to take over the world, and the UN has sent in two top-class special officers, as I sort of like die here, called Ben and Andy. But as you can see, Andy hasn't bothered to turn up, so it's just me wandering around the map. And we must infiltrate the city, die, and destroy the enemy base using the newly developed time bomb called Sigma. Yes, right now. So there's a map up the top that you can see. I'm this guy going around here. We must plant bombs, and whenever there says X, collect these key things. There we go. Plant the bomb there. See, there's a bomb planted. I'm only using one half of the screen. If Andy had bothered to turn up, the lazy so-and-so, he'd use the right-hand sides, right? So nice music playing, I've been shot there. Top down like gauntlet, explore the map, put all the bombs on the X's, avoid getting shot, and then get to the exit at the end, and then it's the end of the level. So you've got the general idea, haven't you? So Mr. K, Mr. Kipling, he makes exceedingly nice cakes and then takes over the entire world. Right, okay, so I'm quite liking this so far, basic as it is. Not quite sure what it scored at the time. I think I would have played it a few times. It's a pity in one play you can't get it to full screen, as far as I'm aware anyway. There is, you see on the top left there, there's my cannons I've got, which is 0. The normal gun is 82, and underneath is a super bomb, which I don't seem to be able to activate. Now the super bomb, as you might expect, when you hit that, it blows up everything on the screen. I don't think the enemy regenerate. The music is, well, is okay. And you see my time ticking down in the middle there, just underneath the map. So we don't want to run out of time, but if we do, we just lose a life and we continue where we left off, which isn't bad. Now, in my low standards, I just hope to get off level 1. You can tell the coding, can't you? The enemy are designed to try and close in on your position the nearest they can do, but they don't seem to know any obstacles are in the way, so they can get trapped behind cars and stuff. Mission, well, I've done the mission, right? Now, where's the exit? It must be through here. Job done. Good. Time bonus. So we've done level 1, hooray! But keep an eye on the map in the top middle, because that directs you to where you want to go. Now, like Gauntlet, a lot more fun in 2 players. I think I prefer Gauntlet to this one, but this isn't too bad for the era, as we say in 1990. Scroll's okay, little bit, well, it's not 100% smooth, is it? But it's acceptable. And I've been shot again. So you need tactics. You can, well, line yourself up against the wall here for bits of stealth action, which I don't seem to be doing. Right. Oh, if only I could do the smart bomb. Spacebar, enter's not working. Now, this is being emulated rather than being played on a normal system. If you've got an actual Commodore Amiga, then play it on that, because that's better than emulation. The reason why I'm doing emulation is it plays virtually the same, but it'll cost me an absolute fortune to play every game, and then the channel wouldn't exist. Right, continue. Right, here we go. See, he's stuck against the wall. He'll home in on my position now. Oh, and I'm dead. That's how you do arm-to-arm combat, folks. Now, if you had this game back in the day and completed it, let me know. Not quite sure how many stages it had. As I say, converted by US Gold. They were quite well known for their awful conversions. They haven't done too badly here, but I'm guessing the arcade version is a lot more fun, and maybe the music is a lot better. Yeah. Right, so 2 top-class Special Forces officers. This is Ben. If you're Andy and you're watching this, why didn't you bother to turn up? We certainly needed your help here. But lots to do, like shading, various maps. You do feel like you're getting somewhere. And the yellow things flashing on the map, as you can see at the top there, is, well, the places we need to get to for the bombs. Hooray! Right, we've only got 1 minute 24, Nicky. Stop mucking about. You don't need to shoot everyone in the map, so it might be a good idea to do stealth and just move around everyone, just pile past. Standing to shoot people does waste time, and also lives as well. It's 2 good things not to waste. Times and lives. Hooray! Right. Oh no, we both bit each other, right? Right, here we go. So, I don't want to lose where I am on the map there. So, I need to get to the right. Continue. I'm running out of credits here quite quickly. Right, that's a bomb I've already planted. Find the X's, plant your bombs, get out of there. Oops, right, okay. Mission accomplished. Right, good. Come on, dude. Right, lives, I've got 3 hearts left. Come on, Ben. Should be Ben Kenobi. He would have zipped through here. This must be the exit. Oh, I've died right at the... Is that the end? Yes, it's the end, right? Stage 2 done. Brilliant. I've got a funny feeling there might be hundreds of stages here, and I'm only just, well, chipping the top of the iceberg. Right, Scene 1, Act 3. Right, so there's different... For each scene, there's different acts. You see I went up against the wall there. That's what you're supposed to do for extra stealth play. Maybe I should do that a bit more, right? So I'm getting more stealthier now. There we go. Oh, he still spotted me. Turns out pushing yourself against the wall doesn't make you invisible like I first thought. Don't do that if you're infiltrating an enemy base. If you have infiltrated an enemy base by putting yourself against the wall, then let me know. How did it go? Did you have to paint yourself the same colour as the wall? And did you fall into water and drown like that? That's a good way to lose lives, isn't it? Drown twice in quick succession. Game over. And it's all because Andy didn't turn up. Oh, if you have been on a secret mission with Andy and he didn't turn up and you got killed, then comment on the comment section below. Really lay into him. Right, I've activated Andy here, but that's on the mouse. I can't control him on the mouse. Right. Can we get out of here? Come on, Andy. Andy. Maybe I can take the mouse out and put the joystick into port 2. Maybe that'll help. Pull your weight, Andy. So that was a cheat back in the day, I suppose. If you had 2 joysticks as opposed to just a joystick and a mouse in there, you could use all up Andy's lives and Ben's lives, and then put Andy in. Yeah, but there we go. I've exited that. Let's have one last go. Now we know what we're doing. See how we can do. So 1990, based in the arcade cabinet from 1989. That title screen could be a lot better. Sounds like the sort of thing I could come up with on Deluxe Paint after about an hour. Yeah, that's a poor front screen. Anyway, it looks quite basic. Here we go. So it's a basic premise. It doesn't play too badly though, and it's quite addictive. There's better games out there. I would prefer playing Gauntlet to this one, as I say, but not bad to see it. I think you could have got into it as a kid and played it for quite some time, but definitely need player 2 there. Not sure if you can kill each other there, which would be quite good fun. Gauntlet was up to 4 players, and that really got fun the more players that were there with you. I think the game also came out on the SEGA Mega Drive, so we might have to add that to the list to see how that differs. I'd imagine that'd be closer to the arcade game. It's acceptable, this, without blowing your socks off. It's not super special. People wouldn't be talking about this for many years to come, but nice to see anyway as we go through the Commodore Amiga's varied back catalogue, which is huge like most of them. Hooray! Right, okay. The music is forgettable, isn't it? It's nice to have it there. I would like to say it a bit more rocky, like the Chaos Engine. Now, when you put this alongside games like the Chaos Engine, it fails by a great distance. So check out my review of the Chaos Engine, which is a lot better than this. But having said this, for its own right, the basicness of it, it's acceptable. But you know, not the greatest. So you know, middle of the road, but plays okay. That's sort of like my quick review of it. Right, bombs away. But Chaos Engine is a brilliant game though. I've reviewed that both on the Commodore Amiga and the Mega Drive. Second one not so clever. They lost their way a bit, but the Bitmap brothers couldn't go wrong. The Bitmap brothers weren't involved in this one. It was US Gold. If the Bitmap brothers had converted Crackdown, I think it would have been a bit better. But there we go. You can't go back in time unless you're Doctor Who, or H.G. Wells, or Marty McFly, or various other ones, Bill and Ted. Well, you can go back in time, but only in films. Yeah, excellent. That's what Einstein reckons, and he knew what he's talking about, that bloke, Einstein. Although I don't think Einstein ever played this. What a shame. Hurry up. I'm trying my best. How long we got? 55 seconds? That's plenty of time to walk around here. The guy always walks, he never runs. You can't make him run. The game, as I say, is a lot easier if you've got the smart bomb to blow everything on screen. When it gets hectic, press that, everyone will explode. I haven't been able to activate that. Hopefully if you play this game, you will be able to. So we're just collecting smart bombs now. Off we go, level 1. We was never worried, that was always going to happen. Please stand by. Stand by for action. That's like Thunderbirds, wasn't it? 1. Thunderbirds are go. Lady Penelope. She's not here either. She's probably out with Andy and having a great time at a restaurant, eating ice cream and joking that I'm walking around this map trying to plant bombs and getting shot every 5 seconds. I hate those too. If you see them, punch them on the nose. Not really. I'm not into violence, as you can see, as I walk around this map planting bombs to blow up all the artificial soldiers by Mr. K, who we don't know if it's Mr. Kipling who makes his cakes or it might be Mr. Kellogg who makes the cereal, but either way, they deserve to be destroyed as they're trying to take over the world, well, just for the sheer fun of it. And that's not good. I mean, what do you do? If you manage to take over the world, what do you do then? I bet it soon get boring. What do? You have to try to take over another world, like the moon or something. I don't know who's on the moon. The Clangers. Well, they'll pick up a big fight and you probably won't beat them. Right, I don't think these people are regenerating, are they? Like in Gauntlet. There we go, planted a bomb. I think we're going to get off level 2. Quite easy to get lost here. But it's good it gives you a few credits, so, you know. It's a nice, gentle learning curve here. I'm just storming round to try and see as much of the map as possible. When you play it, try and be a bit more stealth. But as I say, you don't have to engage in fire on everyone. Probably best just to avoid them as much as you can. But I'm just steaming in like a nincompoop. If I was in the army, I'd probably only last, well, 3 days. And that's being generous. And 2 of those days probably would have been the training. Oh no, look at that! I've been shot in the midriff again. TNT. There's all the bombs. I'm not sure if hugging the wall does help. You know, after I gave it so many plaudits. Will I be playing this again? Well, probably not, but, you know, if I was around someone's house or at a party and they playing it, I would be quite pleased to see it. But there's better games about, to be honest with you. You know. But acceptable. Acceptable. Hurry up. There's a game called Crack Up, I think, on the ZX Spectrum. That might have been a Breakout clone, I can't remember now. But it's not Crack Down. Crack Soldier, Crack Commando. We won't do crack cocaine. That's not that kind of a channel. Avoid it. Avoid that, right? Go. There's the exit. You're dead. Here we go. Oh, I haven't collected enough bombs. Curses. Thought I had. Don't walk into heavy machine gun fire. That's a good tip for you. That's on my health tips. Health tips are exercise regularly, eat nuts, eat lots of, or drink plenty of fresh water. As opposed to seawater, don't walk into machine gun fire. They're my tips for maximum health. Write those down, particularly the last one. Where's this other bomb? Can you see it flashing on the map? There's not much flashing going on. That's that. Well, no, I think we're going to run out of time here, folks. Bomb, 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 bomb. We won't activate Andy because he's on mouse. Game over, dudes. Well, I think we'll leave that one there. I quite liked it. Wasn't the greatest game in the world, but it was acceptable and it done what it said on the tin. So, you know, average. So that was Crackdown on the Commodore Amiga, published by US Gold in 1990 and converted from the arcade game from SEGA in 1989. Got any comments or memories or about that game or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.